Hey Nation, Sirdic here again, and continuing my part 2 of the Mass Effect. And this video again, you're going to see actually a lot more combat, probably a lot more interesting than the last one. But you also see kind of how I start to get in the groove a little bit with the powers, which is this wheel right here. I'm using the hacking, which turns this guy. I'm going to map it on to attack his other teammates, and they're doing that. We can take out the other two, which is kind of sweet. This was a part of the game that I definitely had a lot of fun playing because it kept the combat fast-paced, and I was making a point kind of at the end of my last video about the flow of this game. This is way too loud. Sorry. Yeah, and the flow of this game is kind of hampered a lot by, like I said, the constant, you know, the way you obtain different weapons all the time, and how a lot of them really aren't even worth your time looking, but you have to even go through and reduce them down to Medigel and whatnot. But I already kind of talked about that, how that kind of part of it does detriment to the flow, which can be kind of boring. Another thing I think it's important to talk about is it's kind of easy. I mean, in this video, you'll notice that a lot of this map is linear, and you know, it's easy to keep going and obviously keep the pace quicker. But you'll find out, you know, and I definitely endorse this game. It's $20 at Best Buy. It's definitely worth buying. It's a great game, but what I'm saying is just some things that I don't really necessarily agree with, as this Krogan keeps charging me and whipping my ass. Yeah, I definitely endorse this game. It's fun, and I felt I needed to play it before I played Mass Effect 2, even though I know that there's currently on, I believe it's on Xbox Live, I think you can purchase some kind of DLC that you can make the same big decisions that you make in this game, that will be uploaded into Mass Effect 2, which I hope to get on that subject as this video goes on, because that's something I really want to talk about. But to quickly talk more about the flow and how it's kind of hampered is, you know, the fact that you'll go into a level and you'll kind of lose exactly where you're supposed to go and what's supposed to happen, and again, it can get frustrating and, you know, getting confused, and sometimes it happens a lot, and I kind of found it to be beneficial to always be pulling up your map. And like I said, you don't really see it in this one, but you do see a lot of cycling, you know, of the wheel, which even in and of itself can be very frustrating, because I like fast-paced gameplay for the most part, and stories that can, you know, keep me interested but not lull me to sleep. I mean, I think you need to find a balance, but I think that's it for kind of the things that kind of bug me. I won't even get talking about the Mako. It's this vehicle you get in this game, and it's very very boring. I guess we can go on to kind of what I touched upon at the beginning of this video, is how it's very cool that a lot of the decisions you make in this game go into Mass Effect 2, and, you know, I hear affect Mass Effect 3. I mean, that's absolutely amazing for a game to do something like that. And I was talking with a buddy about about this game and some of the decisions I made, and he was telling me about it's about this one particular character that you befriend, and he becomes part of your crew, and kind of how I decided at a certain part of the game what to do about him, and what he decided, and what happened for him with that character was completely different than what happened for me. And I think that's, yeah, here you go, me looking at the map to make sure I'm going the right way, because it kind of became a habit. But yeah, I mean, it was just really neat to have that kind of conversation, and understand that different things do happen based on how you decide. And I mean, there's that Renegade and Paragon stats, which is cool, but I mean, sometimes it's too easy to know what's going to be a good move and what's going to be a bad move to get those different kind of points. It's whatever. The Paragon Renegade thing is kind of cool. It adds a new wrinkle to it. But to talk about probably one of my favorite parts about this game is the decisions you make, the conversations you have, and how much they affect outcomes and relationships with people. Because I guess a little history about myself. You saw that I enjoyed playing Red Dead Redemption, and I was hoping in Red Dead Redemption, not to spoil it too much, but there really isn't that element of choice. I mean, it's kind of already decided. You joined a gang, and you made bad decisions, and then you were redeeming those by trying to fix it by going back through and helping people out, which I mean, that's fine, but there was no other part of being split. Like I remember in Rockstar's GTA 4, there was many moments like that, that you had to pick between one or the other, and it was one of those moments in a game that I've ever had, so I really enjoyed that part. However, I was a little disappointed because you kind of could see those things coming after like the first couple situations where you experienced that. And so you would just save, or at least what I did is I would save and then pick one and then go back, reload, and then do the other way. And it didn't really affect the outcome dramatically. Not as much as it does in this game. And my point is, it's awesome that games do that, but then again, you want it to be something that has a lasting effect, and in Mass Effect it does, and it's absolutely amazing, and I really, really enjoy that. And I guess why I would say buy this game to make the decision for not getting the DLC, because I mean, it's only $20 for this game, and there's a lot more to it than what I'm talking about, but I mean, it's one of those you have to kind of experience yourself. And I'm just one of those people where it just kind of feels lazy to just make those decisions, because I know a lot of people, at least from talking with, they've become interested in the Mass Effect franchise because of what they've seen come into Mass Effect 3, and now they're getting into it again with Mass Effect. Some people are actually going back. My buddy of mine, he's going back and playing this game with a different kind of, I guess we'll say, loadout. In this game, there's like different kinds of character traits. Like you can be a soldier, you can handle all kind of weapons, or you can be a vanguard, which is what I am, which you have more biotic powers like that lift, throw, stuff like that. You don't get to use assault rifles and sniper rifles, which is awesome. But he's going back, to kind of change the way you play, which is awesome. A game that has replayability is always something that gamers should look for, and it's definitely something I look for. I'm definitely not ruling out going back and playing this game back through, maybe on a different difficulty with a different kind of character. It's definitely not out of the realm. We have about less than a minute left in this video, so I guess I want to quickly wrap up that definitely go out, play this game. You will definitely enjoy it. I'm now playing Mass Effect 2, and I'm really enjoying that game a lot. And I'll probably be making more videos on that, talk a little bit more about Mass Effect 2 compared to Mass Effect 1. Definitely giving this the Sir Dick bump, if you will, and talk about anything else, because it's kind of a downtime for video games. So it's kind of a good opportunity to, I guess, get a lot of things out about myself. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed these last two videos, and stay tuned for more. Peace.